When we had originally, when we were thinking about BC High, we went going back and forth, what the commute was going to be like. We've always driven Robert to school, so it was a big step to, think about putting him on the train. So I think from a sense of hesitation, it was more just, we had just never done it. And again, he's a 13-year-old boy, we've driven him to school to and from. So it was definitely a big step. We put him on he travels with a few other boys from Watertown. So he does travel in a group, but we put him on the train for those first days of orientation just to sort of see what it was going to be like, and we never looked back. So he's been taking the train from the start.
My advice is, when the boys started in 7th grade, I think what really helped was doing a dry run, like right before school began in September, so late August. We did a dry run, got on the train together, and got at the stop where we're supposed to, and then walked to school. So that really helped. So when the boys were ready to go to school the first day on their own, it was very helpful.
So I dropped my sons off at Holbrook, the commuter rail, and he'll take the commuter rail to JFK UMass, and then he'll walk from there to school. So that was his first time being on the train by himself, so I was nervous about it. But then I talked to a parent that was here before, and she kind of told me that's what everybody does. So it made me more comfortable. And the first time I brought him to school, we took the train, we got here, and then he came back home, and he's been okay since then.
Griff takes the commuter rail. He gets on at the Highland Station in West Roxbury. He takes the commuter rail down to South Station and walks across and gets on the Red Line, and I think it's 1 stop or 2 stops, and then he's down here at BC High. Usually I think it's about 35 minutes in that range. He likes taking the train, and so we really don't have any issue with that.
It's definitely an opportunity for him to, look over some notes, finish up some homework. I think that's another thing about BC High that he loves. He does have opportunity during the day to get his work done, including that travel piece. I know it does allow him that extra time in the morning to sort of finish up an assignment, or just look over some notes for a test or a quiz that's coming up, or also just catching up with friends too. It gives him that opportunity to sort of have that time to talk to the friends that he's traveling with.
I think, like many parents, when you first think of your child is going to take the train and take the subway, you have a sense of apprehension. But Griff said to me recently, in fact, he said, "I've never felt unsafe in the commute." He's usually with several people from BC High that he knows. They get on the train, he's able to talk to them about what they're doing in school, talk about the Patriots, talk about the sports they're in. Some of the guys he plays hockey with, he sees them on the train, and he said he always has a good conversation. It's good with that part of it. He actually enjoys it a lot.